When you think preseason Heisman hopefuls, you start with quarterbacks with big stats who have experience and ability. So why not Houston's Case Keenum? Led the nation in passing yardage last year. He threw for almost 6,000 yards and 44 touchdowns. And he's just the latest in the long line of prolific quarterbacks to play at Houston. There's a good chance he could move past Kevin Cobb to become the school's all-time leading passer on his first completion of the season. Cougars, by the way, open up at home against Texas State September 4th. Cobb already owns the career record for attempts, completions, and touchdown passes. But he, at one point in time, was chasing some guy named Andre Ware. And who better to talk to Houston's Heisman hopeful than Houston's Heisman winner?
Well, let's welcome in Houston Cougars quarterback Case Keenum, a Heisman Trophy candidate going into this season. Case, thanks a bunch for spending a minute with us.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
You've got to deal with something I never had to deal with, and that was my last year at Houston. Wasn't on anybody's Heisman list, but you're on all the Heisman lists. How are you handling that pressure as the season approaches?
I learned a lot from last year, and that, there's a lot of people that talk, and, there's a lot of people that have opinions, and, it changes from week to week. You can't really listen to a whole lot of that, and, you can't break yourself, you can't break your arm, pat yourself on the back, and, we're just gonna, we're gonna take it week by week, and the only opinion that really matters is our own. So, we're gonna take care of our business week by week, and see what happens after the year's over.
Give me some challenges. What do you like to see from a defense? You're the offense. I know you like to attack. What do you like to see when you approach the line of scrimmage from a defense?
I feel like we've got, incredible athletes, from the wide receivers to the backs to even offensive linemen. And, if I see a man-to-man matchup, I'm licking my chops. And, if they blitz, honestly, I like seeing blitz. And, because I feel like that's just, less guys in coverage, and we can take advantage of that.
Hey, Case, I'm going to take you to a dark place, and that's Fort Worth in last year's Armed Forces Bowl against Air Force. Now, in 1988, I played the worst game I ever played as a collegiate. It was out in the Aloha Bowl against Washington State. It stayed with me the entire off season and really motivated me to have a big year the next year. Next year, I won the Heisman Trophy. Tell me, what have you learned? What do you take with you from that game in Fort Worth going forward to this season?
Exactly what you said there. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth. It's something I forget about a game, immediately after I play it. I forget about everything, but, I've still got a little bit in the back of my mind. I'm going to remember it's not a good feeling, and we don't ever want to feel that feeling again. So, we definitely are going to use that as motivation and try to bounce back and hit the ground running and get it going back this next year.
Well, if it works for you, my man, like it worked for me, you'll have a nice ending to a magnificent season. Thanks a bunch, Case, for spending some time with us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Brock, what does Case Keenum need to do to join the company of the guy on your left?
Well, he's going to keep producing. We know that within this system. It's been fun this week to look at these quarterbacks, be it Andrew Luck or Jake Locker. The thing that just jumps out at you about Case Keenum is his release. Every quarterback's built differently. Every one of them has strengths and weaknesses. And for Case, it's his release. Now, I'm going to give you a little TV time here. These frames, this is 11 or 12 frames. There's 30 frames in a second. His release, 1/3 of a second. And from all the different platforms, you saw him retreating, that one on the move, this one standing strong and zipping in the pocket. You know what it reminded me of? The guy with the quickest release in the NFL. That guy is Tony Romo. And guess what? His frames per second, exactly the same as Case Keenum. 1/3 of a second. When Case makes that decision to throw the ball, that ball is coming out. Incredibly impressive stuff on film.
That throw from Romo still made me just go, wow. That was
pretty good throw.
That was quick.
With Case, he anticipates so well. This is his third year in this offense. He's been fantastic. He knows exactly where guys are, and he can locate, get rid of the football.
I'm sure he'll have wonderful stats this fall.
Oh, yeah.
He could be an underrated